Imagine a scene of utter devastation, a rural landscape shattered by an unimaginable explosion, leaving behind only charred metal, burned-out vehicles, and the heartbreaking reality of lives lost. This is the grim scene that unfolded at an explosives factory in Tennessee, leaving a community reeling from tragedy. Authorities have confirmed that a staggering 16 people perished in the blast at the Accurate Energetic Systems plant early Friday, leaving no survivors. The plant, which supplies and researches explosives for the military, was reduced to a smoldering wreck, the force of the explosion felt for miles around. But here's where it gets controversial. The cause of the blast remains unknown, fueling speculation and anxiety within the community. Investigators are meticulously combing through the incinerated property, inch by inch, desperately searching for any clues that might shed light on what triggered this horrific event. There's a gauntlet of emotions there, Humphreys County Sheriff Chris Davis stated, his voice thick with emotion during a press conference. Pausing to gather himself, he pleaded for prayers for the families of the victims. The raw emotion in his voice underscored the profound impact this tragedy is having on everyone involved. In the wake of the disaster, a vigil was held at Hurricane Chapel in McEwen, a testament to the close-knit nature of the community. Senior pastor Tim Farris acknowledged the deep pain and sorrow gripping the area. There's a lot of people hurting, a lot of people who are crying a lot of tears, he said. We are sad that our community is going through this, but it's a tremendous opportunity for the church to minister to a lot of those people today. Farris also observed how the initial shock and numbness felt by some families had given way to overwhelming emotion as the reality of the loss sunk in. And this is the part most people miss. The long-term emotional toll on the community will likely be significant, requiring sustained support and resources. Pamela Jane Brown, a local resident, joined others in praying for the missing and their families. She shared the story of an acquaintance who was injured while driving near the plant when the explosion occurred, highlighting the widespread impact of the blast. The gathering for prayer, she said, provided a coming together of the community, a good feeling. To expedite the identification process, state officials deployed a rapid DNA team to analyze the remains recovered from the site. Sheriff Davis emphasized the painstaking and dangerous nature of the recovery efforts, noting that approximately 300 responders are working with damaged and volatile explosive materials. Safety precautions, including ambulances and air evacuation helicopters, are in place to protect the first responders. It's not like working an accident. It's not like working a tornado. We're dealing with explosions. And I would say at this time, we're dealing with remains, Davis explained. Guy McCormick, a supervisory special agent with the U.S. Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, ATF, explained that explosive specialists and bomb technicians are working to secure the area before national ATF investigators can begin their work. The volatile nature of the scene, influenced by heat and pressure from the explosion, adds to the complexity of the investigation. Sheriff Davis cautioned that it could take days, weeks, or even months before foul play can be ruled out, underscoring the thoroughness and complexity of the investigation. The Accurate Energetic Systems plant is situated amidst the wooded landscape of Middle Tennessee, between the Tennessee River and Nashville. Terry Bagsby, a local resident, described the area as home to good old country people, emphasizing the strong sense of community that defines the region. Bagsby, who works at a nearby gas station, shared that people in the community are very, very sad, and expressed his personal grief for those who worked at the plant. I don't know how to explain it. Just a lot of grief, he said. Officials announced that counselors would be available for students on Monday, recognizing the need to address the emotional well-being of young people affected by the tragedy. A prayer vigil held at a local church provided a space for mourners to gather, pray, and support one another. Pastor Farris noted that the area has experienced its share of tragedies, including a deadly flood in recent years, and asked for prayers for the first responders. Acknowledging the physical and mental toll of their work, the company's website describes the facility as an 8-building complex spread across wooded hills, where it processes explosives and ammunition. The number of employees at the plant and the number present during the explosion remain unclear. Accurate Energetic Systems expressed its condolences to the families and community in a social media post, stating, "We extend our gratitude to all first responders who continue to work tirelessly under difficult conditions." Residents in Lobelville, located about 20 minutes from the plant, reported feeling their homes shake when the explosion occurred, with some capturing the sound of the blast on home cameras. Gentry Stover described being jolted awake, believing his house had collapsed. Tennessee Governor Bill Lee acknowledged the situation on social media, urging Tennesseans to pray for the affected families. A vigil was held at a nearby park, where attendees clutched candles, prayed, and sang Amazing Grace. The U.S. has a history of workplace accidents, including the Monongah coal mine explosion in 1907, which claimed the lives of 362 men and boys. Several industrial accidents in the 1960s led to the creation of the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, OSHA. In 2019, Accurate Energetic Systems received small fines from the U.S. Department of Labor for violations of policies designed to protect workers from hazardous chemicals, radiation, and other irritants, according to OSHA citations. It's easy to jump to conclusions here, But were these violations related to the cause of this devastating explosion? Adding to the community's pain, another explosion occurred at an ammunition facility in the same area in 2014, resulting in one fatality and multiple injuries. This raises serious questions about safety regulations and oversight. This tragic event highlights the inherent risks associated with the explosives industry and the importance of stringent safety measures. What more could be done to prevent such tragedies in the future? Do you believe that the current regulations are sufficient? Or is there a need for stricter oversight and enforcement? What responsibility do companies have to ensure the safety of their employees and the surrounding community? Share your thoughts and opinions in the comments below.